Respected session chairs, professors and dear colleagues, Namaste. Myself Sudhir Joshi from Indian Institute of Science at Bangalore in India, and today I am here to present my work on distributed physioelectric sensing the array formulating impact agents. So as it's IEEE Sensors Conference, I would like to start the presentation with a statement from Tim Cook, Apple Inc. CEO. The whole sensors field is going to explode. It's a little bit all over the place right now, but with the arc of time will come to. So I think it's quite a motivational statement from Tim Cook for all of us who are working in the field of sensors that we have large opportunities in the field. Going ahead, this is the presentation outline of my today's presentation. First of all, I would like to introduce the field, then what has motivated us behind taking this task, coming on to the thin film sensor array, which will be the heart of the presentation. Next, the detection scheme, what we have implemented for the present work. Then goes the setup, what we have used for it, results and discussion from the setup, summary, and the future directions what we are going to take. The picture on your left shows the head-on impact collisions during the sports like football, cricket, baseball, and other sports. So here, this type of impact can have fatal injuries. It can lead to the death of the players also. So monitoring of impact, that what is the magnitude of that and what is the position of that is very important. Secondly, on the right hand side, we have the monitoring of impact even during fencing. Now, in the recently concluded London Olympics, the major problem faced by the referees during the fencing game is that what was the location of the impact happened when one player has hit with the sword and what is the magnitude of that. So taking a motivation from these two, we have designed a thin film impact sensor array which can monitor the location as well as magnitude of the impacts. Not only those two pictures what I have shown in the previous slides for the motivation, but other structures like aircraft wings, buildings, bridges, etc. They also have the monitoring of impact events, which becomes of paramount importance for their health monitoring, quality control, and their failure analysis. Now, I will not say that this is the first time we are making a sensor array. There are sensor arrays which has been done by Park et al. And Warden et al. In their respective papers, but these sensor arrays have been made with the help of bulk piezoceramics. Now, what is the problem if we are working with bulk piezoceramics is that first of all, they will make the system bulky. Now, if the system is bulky, it becomes difficult. It's not handy. Second, if we talk about bulk piezoceramics, they are not. We can't integrate them. We can't integrate it easily with the state-of-the-art MEMS fabrication technology. So, if it is not, if it becomes difficult for MEMS, then they are not bulk producible. Means you can't produce them in bulk. So, it becomes a challenge if you are working with the bulk piezoceramics. So, taking a motivation from this, we have integrated the piezoelectric zinc oxide thin film onto the structure itself. So now, this is relatively a new concept. This is relatively a new concept to integrate the thin film on the structure itself, because it will solve many problems. First of all, it will make the lightweight. Thin film itself will be hardly some nanometers thick, so it will not be having any weight on that, and it will be a sensing element. Portability, as it's handy, so it becomes portable as well. And fabrication is easy because you can have bulk fabrication. So here is the thin film sensor array what we have fabricated. The bottom layer, that is the black one here, basically it's a gray color, but here it is seen like black. So the black color is the Phenox material. Now Phenox is a type of a flexible material what we have used. Why we have used Phenox is that it is thermally as well as electrically conductive. So thermal conduction and electrical conduction plays a very important role in the fabrication of this. The green color thing what you are seeing, the green color box, they are zinc oxide piezoelectric thin films. They are deposited with sputtering process, that is RF magnetron sputtering, and they are piezoelectric in nature. On top of that, we have deposited a small drop of silver thin film. So now, if you take an individual element, it is a sensing element. So you have a MIM structure which says metal, insulator, metal. The bottom is phenox alloy, which is a metal. Then comes the green color, which is insulator, zinc oxide, it's insulator. And then again comes a silver thin film, that is metal. So MIM structure. So now on this 3 centimeter or 3 centimeter Phenox material, we have deposited array of 9 sensing elements. So individual block acts as a sensing element, and we have 9 of them. So this is an isometric view of that, and it becomes the cross-sectional view. Moving further, the specifications of the layers, what we have used is that, think of the top electrode is silver thin film, which is done by RF sputtering of 100 nanometer thick. Then the impact sensing layer, which is the key thing, because here we are going to sense impact. So zinc oxide piezoelectric thin film becomes important. The thickness is 700 nanometers, and the bottom electrode, which is phenox alloy, it is 40 micrometer thick. So here is the picture of the actual fabricated sensing element. Here we have 9 sensing elements, which is having a measurement of 3 centimeter or 3 centimeter, and it is very lightweight, very lightweight. Moving on further, the detection scheme. So the detection scheme says that in case of any impact event which is happening on the piezoelectric TFSA, now I will call the thin film sensor array as TFSA. Okay. So in case of any impact event on TFSA, we can have the location, at which location the impact event was there. First. Second, we can have the magnitude, that what was the magnitude of the impact force which has been done on the sensor array. And at last, if we have both of these, location as well as impact, we can have the force time history, that at what time, what amount of force was there, and what was the position of that. Now, this was the experimental setup what we have used. So in this, from Piezotronics INC, we have used a calibrated impact hammer in order to. So now this impact hammer is working as a source of impact force. Now we have flipped the sensor array upside down. So the zinc oxide film is downside, and here you have this white thing as silver electrode. And from individual sensing element, we have taken wires. So in our present case, I have said that we have used nine sensors. So we have 9 wires going to a CRO, it can go to your computer or whatsoever. So 9 wires going to it, and 1 bottom electrode. So phenox, as I said, that it is thermally and electrically conductive. So the bottom electrode full becomes a phenox will become a full bottom electrode. So from bottom electrode, one wire, one cable. At any point, if you give the impact, the piezoelectric thin film is zinc oxide is having a non-centrosymmetric structure, because of which it will generate charges given any mechanical deformation to it. So this impact will give a mechanical deformation to the zinc oxide film. Because of that mechanical deformation, charges will be generated. These charges will be collected by the 2 electrodes. Bottom electrode is phenox, top electrode is silver. So these 2 electrodes will collect the charges, and these charges will be displayed in form of output voltage on the CRO. Now moving further towards the results. So in this case, we have this red thing shows you where the impact was made. So if you see that the impact was made near to the second sensor. So the output corresponding to the second sensor is 1.27 volts. Moving ahead, this sensor number 3rd is quite far away from the location of impact. That is a red drop. You have a lesser magnitude of the impact force. 5th is bit farther. The output voltage decreases, and 6th is farther. So output voltage is quite less of 0.45 volts. In every cases, 9 output voltage has been taken, but in this case, the impact was near to the vicinity of these 4. So that's the reason why I have showed only these 4. But every time we have taken the output from all the 9 sensors. Moving further, so if I have these type of graphs, that is bar graphs, I can easily say that what was the location and where it was, and what was the magnitude also. So in this case, if you take that the impact was done near 9 sensor, so I can say that the sensor number 9, okay, on x-axis shows the sensor number on TFSA, that what was the number of sensor on TFSA, and the y-axis shows the output voltage. So when the impact was done near 9 sensor, the output from the 9 sensor was highest, this green color, near 8th one was low, 7th one was low, and 5th one was low. So these are the 4 sensors what we have taken. Every time output was taken from all the 9, but here I have shown only 4, which were in the close vicinity of that, of the impact sensor. So finally the summary. In this a present experimental case, we have designed a TFSA, that is thin film impact sensor, which can show the location as well as the magnitude of the impact force. Then the zinc oxide piezoelectric thin film was the impact sensing element, and phenox was the bottom electrode which has been taken. TFSA was successfully able to locate and the magnitude of the impact force, and we developed TFSA, that is thin film sensor array, as potential application possibilities in variable force indicators, wings of an aircraft, clinical monitoring of height impacts as well. Future direction. Any sensor, if you want to take the more use of it and in different environments, we have to package it very well. So till now we have not gone for the packaging of that, but the future direction is to go for the proper packaging of the sensing element what we have done. So packaging method in order to enhance the performance of that. Then necessary field trials in order to analyze the performance. And if we can integrate the sensing with communication protocols like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, then it will be easier to have the results displayed on your mobile. Now, present scenario. So currently, Reebok and Riddle, they have developed a checklight system, and they have developed an instant response system for the players. So why I have included this slide, in order to show that the thin film sensor array, it also works, or it also solves, or it also serves a similar purpose. So it does have a commercial importance. Thanking you, and have a nice week ahead.